Good morning. Welcome to Essential Matwork with Stott Pilates, and my name is Jessie. We're going to start lying down. So let's start lying down, feet flat on the mat, knees flexed, and arms just resting down by our side. So if you need anything under the head, you can use a towel or a cushion. And so we just want to make sure that the eye gaze is looking directly up towards the ceiling. And so our shoulder nice and relaxed. And then arms are long down by your side. And then we're going to bring our heels together in about 3 fingers width between our big toes. And then you're going to zip up inner thighs, gently pull your belly button in towards spine. And just feeling that length along your spine. We're going to start, as we always do, just bring our awareness to our breath. And in Pilates, that's into the nose. And as you exhale, softly through pursed lips. So as you breathe in, really feel your ribcage expanding. And as you exhale, just feel it closing down and in. So remembering that connection between breath, helping us to relax, and just feeling your ribcage and your sacrum heavy on the mat. Also remembering our deep breath helps us to avoid any tension through the neck and shoulders. It also helps us to engage our deep abdominals, our transverses. And when we breathe out, the diaphragm lifts, the transversus fires up, the pelvic floor begins to lift. And so we can also help by just connecting those heels, zipping up inner thighs, drawing our belly button in towards spine. And so we're going to maintain that focus on the breath. And with your next breath in, we're going to reach the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we circle out wide. So you might need to make a little adjustment there, just bring yourself down the mat a little. And so as you reach the arms up overhead, we keep the ribcage nice and still. Our belly button drawn in. We want to avoid that ribcage flaring. Our lower back beginning to arch. We want to keep a nice neutral spine. Do one more. And then change direction. So inhale out wide. Exhale down. So as you take those arms overhead, keep funneling that lower ribcage down. Couple more. When you finish that last one, just keep your arms in line with shoulders, fingertips towards the ceiling. And then just relax the arms. So plug those arms into your shoulder sockets. And then we go into scapular isolation. So we're going to take a breath in, reach your fingertips away. As you exhale, gently draw your shoulder blades back. And again, we breathe in, we reach away. Exhale, gently draw your shoulder blades back. Breathe in, reach. Exhale. So a couple more reaching. Just feeling those shoulder blades sliding smoothly across your ribcage, keeping your arms long. Exhale. And back to neutral. Just resting the arms down. And just last little mobilization for the shoulders. You're going to take a breath in with your shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale, just slide them down the mat. So we carry a lot of tension through our neck and shoulders. So one thing we can do is focus on that nice deep breath. But we can also, on the exhale, just really slide those arms down the mat or exhale to reach. And again, last one. Coming back to neutral. And now bring your feet to hip width. We're going to go into a hip release. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to relax our right knee out to the side, slide foot away. As you exhale, we come across the midline, slide foot in. We relax the foot out, slide foot away. Exhale, come across, slide foot in. And again, keep weighting your opposite hip. Exhale. And then change direction. Inhale out. Exhale as you open. Breathe in across the midline. Exhale as you open out. You're doing one more. Focusing on pelvic floor to stabilize through the hips. And you finish that last one, changing sides. So this opposite hand can stay on the hip just to check for any movement. If that opposite hip's beginning to lift, make the move a little bit smaller. Inhale out. Exhale across. And then changing direction across the midline. Exhale as you open out. Keeping your foot in contact with the floor and in line with your hip socket. So you finish that last one. I'm just going to go into a spinal rotation. So again, I'm going to connect my heels. I'm going to open my arms out wide to the side. Taking a breath in, I'm going to hold center. As I exhale, I'm going to drop my knees over to the right, keep my shoulders anchored down. Inhale, hold. As I exhale, I'm going to come back to center. Inhale, hold. Exhale over to the left. So I go as far as I can to keep the shoulders anchored down. I'll keep my inner thighs connected. As I exhale, drawing that belly button in, and do one more to each side. Exhale. So I'm mobilizing through the upper middle back. You might feel this down the side of your lower back. Good. Exhale through center. Inhale, hold in the middle. So finish that last one. Arms nice and long by my side. Just bring the feet to hip width. Taking a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under. Heel one, vertebra by one up off the mat. Looking for a nice straight line from shoulders, hips, knees. As you exhale, release and lower down. So looking for that articulation. One, vertebra one. Taking a breath in, exhale, tuck tailbone, heel. Inhale, hold, gently squeeze the glutes and hamstrings. Exhale, release and lower down. And one more. Just warming up the back of the body. Really vertebrae pressing to the mat before you lift off. Inhale, hold. As you exhale, release and lower down. And just remember for those hip rolls, if you have anything underneath your head, please take it away because it comes onto the shoulders. If you've got something underneath the head, it can just slightly place the head into forward flexion. So just make sure nothing underneath the head when you come up those hip rolls. So we're going to go into an ab prep. We're going to bring our heels together, zip up in a thigh, arms long, taking a breath in, I'm going to head nod. As we exhale, lift up the body, arms long, in line with shoulders. You inhale, hold, draw belly button in. Exhale, release and lower down. Breathing in, head nod. Exhale, lift. Neck goes in the thighs as you draw your belly button in. Exhale, release down. Maybe 6 more. Exhale, lift. If you want a little bit more work, we can have hands to the side of the forehead. Keep elbows wide as you inhale, hold. Exhale, release down. More again. Inhale, head nod. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Lift that upper body a little bit more. Exhale, release. Arms wide, back down. You want to feel this in abdominals. If you're starting to feel it in your neck, please keep your arms by your side. 3. We're going to work with that full breath. Exhale, lift. Slide ribs to hips. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release down. And we finish that last one. We're going to roll ourselves over, lying on our tummy. We're going to go into our breaststroke breath exercise. Our arms are long by our sides. Forehead resting. Relax your shoulders towards the floor. And any lower back issues, bring your feet to hip width. If not, we can bring those heels together, zip up inner thighs, remembering that connection into deep abdominals. You take a breath in, palms face hips. Exhale, lift, long, low line. As you inhale, hold. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze deep. Exhale, lift. Breathe in, palms face hips. Exhale, lift. Long, low line. Keep your eyes gaze to the floor. Exhale. So feel that openness across the shoulder blades as palms face hips, upper middle back thighs up. Exhale, lift. Just a small lift to work into lower back. Extend the muscles. Exhale. Do 3 more. Exhale. Good. So palms face hips. Keep them long by your side. Hands up off the floor. Really important to squeeze your glutes. This helps to protect the lower back. Exhale. When you finish that last one, bring your hands by your ribcage, taking a breath in. As we exhale, we lift up onto all fours. So knees beneath the hips, hands beneath the shoulders. Neutral spine position. We're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, we lift it a little, cat stretch. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. So we can do our cat stretch to neutral. If it's uncomfortable to sit back on the heels. Deep belly, inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Or, remember, you can take a sit back into shell stretch. And a good way to get into a good shell stretch position is to cat stretch first, and then sit back. We want to make sure in a shell stretch that your hips are resting down. And so again, a towel or cushion underneath your hamstrings is good to place underneath. You can rest those hips down. And then we take a few breaths here. Breathing in. As you exhale, keep drawing the navel in to relax the muscles to the lower back. around 6 to 8 breaths in your shell stretch, or 6 to 8 repetitions with your cat stretch for neutral. And on your next out breath, we're going to reset the spine, rolling up. And again, we're looking for articulation, one vertebra by one. Lifting the head last. And then we're going to come on over. We're going to come to seated on the mat. So we're going to come down to lying down. And we're going to do 3 exercises. We're going to go into a leg drop, and then scissors. Leg drop, leg stretch, and then scissors. So we're going to start by bringing ourselves into a tabletop position. So bracing the belly, we bring one knee over the hip. As you exhale, bring the other knee. So we're going to keep our arms long by our side, palms facing the hips. We take a breath in to prepare. As we exhale, we're going to toe tap right. Inhale in, and toe tap left. So as you toe tap, the movement comes from your hip. The knee stays at a right angle. Our hip extensors as we toe tap. Our hip flexors as we come back in. My ribcage is nice and still. Belly button is drawn in to help stabilize the ribcage. And so we're aiming for 6 to 8 repetitions. And if at any point you need to take a breather, you can. If this feels a little bit too intense, we could keep feet on the floor. And as we exhale, knee over hip. Inhale down, exhale. So there's an option if it feels too intense at the moment to hold tabletop. So just finishing that last one on each side. And now single leg stretch. So hands going to come to the outside of the knees. Just relax the feet down a little. Taking a breath in. As we exhale, our right leg reaches away. Right hand taps the inside of the left knee towards the outside of the ankle. Breathing in on the transition, exhale. So we go higher for less work. We can go lower with that leg extending for more work. So again, hip flexors, hip extensors, really firing up. Hip flexors, we're really drawing that knee in, but we're using those hip flexors. Exhale. Inhale and transition. Head and shoulders can stay resting down. If you want a little bit more, you can lift off. Eye gaze looks to the knees. Couple more. Last one each side. When you finish that last one, tabletop, rest head and shoulders down. Last little exercise, working those hip flexors and hip extensors into scissors. We extend the legs up as much as we can. Hands just to the outside of the knees. We take a breath in. As you exhale, right leg reaches away, left leg pulls in. 1, 2, breathe in, exhale. So take it out just the diagonal if it feels a little too intense. We're tapping, we're not pulling. We're just touching. And again, we can lift head and shoulders off. Your belly button drawn in. Double exhale. Do one more each side. Right leg extends up, left foot down. Hold, hamstring stretch. So we want to hold the hamstring or the calf. We're then going to flex the foot because that increases the stretch down the back of the thigh. Head and shoulders come to resting down if they're not already. And take a few breaths here, breathing in As you exhale, maybe easing those hands up the leg a little bit more. Remember, we want to leave the knee alone. And we want the leg as straight as possible so we get that nice stretch down the back of the thigh. Keep your foot flexed. And let's try and extend that left leg along the mat. And notice how it increases the stretch down the back of the thigh. Keep your hips in contact with the floor. We don't want to be lifting off. Holding. So a developmental stretch needs to be at least 30 seconds to a minute, if not longer. So nice long stretch to the back of the thigh. We tend to find we're tight down the back of the thigh. So just holding here, we're going to take a breath in. Point the toes, flex the foot, point the toes, flex the foot, and one more. Point and flex. Good, flex knee, toe down. Let's change side. Extend, left leg up. You might notice I'm doing my right side. I'm doing my instructor left. I'm sorry, I started that way, so I'm going to carry on. So, holding your hamstring. You should feel the stretch. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't be shaking for dear life, that leg, okay? And just breathe into that stretch. Feel it start to release on each out breath. Maybe walking your hands up. Again, making sure your hips stay in contact with the floor. They don't want to lift off. Otherwise, you start to lose that stretch down the back of the thigh. And you maybe extend that right leg along the floor. I might need to ease off that stretch a little bit. A bit tight on this side. Each side is different. And so is each day. So, what you might have been able to do yesterday, you might not be able to do another day. So now let's gently point the toes as you exhale, flex the foot. Good ankle mobility. Point the toe, let's flex knee, place that foot down, and then bring your heels in towards your hip socket. Turn your palms to face your hips. And so now we're going to go into shoulder bridge. So again, we don't want anything underneath the head. If you've got your cushion, your towel, your half pad, take it away. And we'll take a breath in. As you exhale, hips up. Inhale, hold, nice straight line. Exhale, release down. And again, taking a breath in. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release down. Good. So, our hip rolls. Now a shoulder bridge. So we're now looking, just one move, hips up and down. There's no articulation this time. Exhale. Straight line, squeeze glutes, hamstrings. Exhale, release down. So your next shoulder bridge, we're going to hold the lift. So remember, that lift and lower the hips is an option you can come back to. So we're going to hold that hip lift. And now with the breath in, we're going to lift our right heel. Exhale down. Inhale, lift the left heel. Keep pushing those hips up. We want to keep them up and level. Level across this way. And straight line. Shoulders, hips, and knees. So alternate the heel lift with the breath. Make sure that heel is down before you lift the other heel. If you're keeping those hips up and level, maybe you want to go a little bit further. And we're going to go big. We're going to breathe in, right knee in, exhale down, inhale, left knee in, exhale down. We're going to do 3 more on each side. So if you find your hips are dropping down on one side as you lift, come back to that heel lift, or come back to the lift and lower the hips. Again, we need to make sure that front foot is on the floor. Inhale right. Exhale down. Inhale left. One more each side. We inhale, hold, squeeze glutes and hamstrings. Exhale, release hips down. Let's hug those knees in. Release to the lower back. As we release, if you can roll onto your hips and onto your lower back. And then change direction. Good. Put the knees out wide. Good. Nicely release. And then we're going to roll ourselves up so you can touch chin, roll up, or we are in Pilates. So we extend the legs, heels, inner thighs connected. Take the arms overhead as far as you can maintain. Rib cage in contact with the mat. Breathe in. Exhale. So we're going to come over now, and we're going to come over to lying on our tummy on the mat. So we're going to either be, there's a couple of options for this one as well. We're going to go into our one leg kick, and so we can be here, stacked hands, forehead rests on the hand. So I'll show a couple of repetitions here. We have the legs hip width apart behind us. We take a breath in. As we exhale, we flex right knee, we point, flex the foot, inhale, release. Left side. So we're looking for nice knee tracking and a gentle stretch for the front of the thigh whilst gently strengthening the back of the thigh. Keep your belly button drawn in. Upper body relaxed. So there's the prep one leg kick. I know some of you are more capable, so we come up onto the forearms, and it's really important here, we have elbows beneath the shoulders, and we lift our hip bones up off the mat. So hip bones are up off, pubic bones in contact with the mat. Press into the mat with those forearms to stabilize the shoulder girdle. You take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to point, flex the foot, inhale, release down. So it's the same move, but we've now lifted the upper body. I certainly get more of a stretch to the front of the thigh when I lift it. You might find the same. Exhale. So again, we want that nice knee tracking. Inhale, release. The eye gaze looks between the hands. We get a little bit more work for upper body when we're up on those forearms and we have the hip bones up off. And do a couple more each side. Point, flex the foot for ankle mobility. You also protect the knee and do another one each side. And left. Breathe in, release. When you finish that last on each side, we're going to release, roll ourselves down. And I'm going to turn my head. And then I'm going to bring my arms up the back of the body as far as possible. So I'm going to go into the double leg kick. So we start taking a breath in to prepare. And as we exhale, we're going to flex both knees and we point, flex the feet. As you breathe in, you're going to lift upper body, legs. Legs come to hip width. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Turn your head, arms up the back of the body, and then we flex the knees. Point, flex the feet. Inhale, reach back. Turn, arms at the back of the body. Flex knees, point, flex the feet. Inhale, reach back. Turning, arms at the back of the body. Point, flex the feet. Breathe in, reach. Turn those palms up. Arms at the back of the body. Knees point, flex the feet. Inhale, reach. Exhale. We'll do a couple more. Reach. Exhale. Breathe in. Squeeze through, turn. Arms at the back of the body. On this breath in, just relax the legs down. Release your arms. Hands by your ribcage, taking a breath in. As you exhale, push up. And let's take a release into a cat stretch. Deep belly. And remember, you can come back to neutral. Exhale, deep. Inhale, release. Or we can shell stretch. Cat stretch it first though, right? Sit back. When we cat stretch, we get that nice little soft reach to the spine. And just sit back. Your arms extended in front or long by your side. Draw your nose up in. A nice deep breath to draw that navel in towards spine, squeezing your belly to help relax the muscles of your lower back. The upper body is nice and relaxed. Or you're doing that cat stretch to neutral. So on your next out breath, let's bring ourselves up. And then we're going to come on over. In fact, we're going to stay on all fours. So we're going to come onto all fours. And so I'm just going to shift myself forward on my mat a little bit. So we're going to do a few exercises where we're on all fours. And so again, if you have a towel or you want to roll your mat under, especially if you have any sore wrist issues, I find rolling the mat under is quite a good one if you don't have anything to hand. And just bring your heel of the hand to the edge. And then we have less force going through the wrist joint. So it's a little bit more comfortable for any wrist issues. Of course, if you have a half foam roller, even better. So, or you can roll a towel up. So we're going to start. Knees beneath the hips, hands beneath the shoulders. And again, just gently press into the mat to stabilize the shoulder blade. We're not pushing away, just gently press into the mat. So we're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to slide the right leg back. Keeping your toe in contact with the floor, we inhale, slide in, left side. Breathe in. Exhale, right. Breathe in, left side. Breathe in. So right side. And let's keep your belly button drawn in, try and keep those hips nice and level. So now, take a stretch to the hips. We're going to shift the right leg back. And then you're going to shift your weight back. Breathe in as you come in, knee side in, left side. Left side, and then shift back. So break it down. Right leg, side back first, We're looking to open that hip at the front. Do a nice stretch in your glutes. Breathe when you come in. Exhale left, like that. Shift back. Breathe in as you come in. So, right leg. And now we're going to hold that shift back. Bring your forearms down. And whilst we're here, just slide that right leg back. Again, you don't have to hold it if it doesn't feel comfortable. You could just go with that little shift forward and back. Just going to take a couple of breaths here. Keep reaching that right leg back. So listen to that opposition, reaching away from your fingertips. On your next in-breath, shift forward. Exhale, left leg back, and then shift your leg back. Forearms down. So again, taking 3 or 4 breaths here. Keep reaching back. Keeping those hips level. Shoulders away from the ears. On your next in-breath, lift up, slide that back leg in. So now we're going to go into our swing press. So again, we want to draw belly button in, stabilize, get it correct into the floor. And so we take a breath in. As you exhale, your right leg extends, your left arm extends. So again, we can keep the toe in contact with the floor if we need a little bit more stability. Or we can lift off. Breathe in as you come in, exhale. We're going to do 3 more on each side. So as you extend, press strongly with that hand and knee on the floor and lift your belly. Exhale. Eye gaze stays looking to the floor for good neck alignment. We can turn the thumb up as we extend the arm out. Up to open up the collarbone. Last one each side. So the moment we're extending out directly in line with the torso, overhead. And so now we're going to change direction. So this time, we'll just start with the leg. So as we exhale, your right knee opens out to the side, and in, then left. Good. Exhale, open. Breathe in. So working to our abductors, muscle on the side of the hip. And glute med. Good. So as we open the knee out, we have that option to open right knee, left arm. Open out, palm down, knee out to the side. So keep your knee at the right angle as you open out. It opens out directly in line with your hip, as does your arm open directly out in line with your shoulder. Keep lifting your belly. Exhale. Going here. Couple more on each side. Last one each side. Exhale, open. And finishing that last one. When you finish that last one, it has been a little bit of work for the lower back. So we're going to take a step back and take a release in our shell stretch. So scoop the belly, release to your lower back. We work into our multi-fitness and rotator muscles of the lower back when we work on 2 points. And so we also work into our obliques. So really good exercise for those deep stabilizing muscles. Lifting the navel, relax your forearms to the floor, take tension at the shoulders. And so on your next out breath, let's reset the spine up, your shoulders with the head, and then we're going to come over to lie on our side. So I'm going to work right side first. We're going to go into our side bend prep. And so I'm going to come elbow directly beneath shoulder. Nice neat line from the torso. I'm going to tuck my right leg in, and my left leg is going to extend long on top. So the top arm is going to come on top of the thigh here. We're going to work muscle on the side of the hip, our glute med and our obliques. We'll also work with upper body. So we're just going to do this side bend press. Taking a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lift your hips, top arm. Breathe in, release down. So make any adjustment you need to. We want the elbow directly beneath the shoulder. It helps to stabilize the shoulder girdle. It protects the shoulder joints. Inhale, release down. So I've got my lower leg flexed because this is the correct option. Now if you're feeling strong, you could extend that lower leg, but keep your top leg in front. Exhale, lift. Breathe in, release down. Just find the option that works for you. 3 more. So as we push that hip up, keep pushing that hip on that out breath to work into that muscle on the side of the hip and our obliques. Do one more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. And swing the legs around to the other side. So, elbow directly beneath the shoulder. Tuck the legs back. So you've got that neat line through your torso and down your spine. And then you can extend top leg. Top hand comes on top of the thigh. We turn the palm up. We take a breath in. As we exhale, we lift. We inhale, hold. Exhale, release down. So I held the breath in there. I didn't want to do that. We just want to do an exhale, lift, and inhale, release down. So exhale, lift. Inhale, release. So this is our side bend prep. So a little easier if we just do it with 2 breath patterns. Exhale. Good. So remember again the option. Extend that lower leg. Top leg comes in front on the sides of the feet. We exhale. Lift. 3 more. And if you need to, just go back to that lower leg flexed. Exhale. Good, last one. It's a lot of work for the shoulder, the upper body. So if you need to take a breather, take a breather. Inhale, release. Good, we're going to take a release, bring ourselves up to feet. So, let's release and roll the shoulders. The arms a little shake. And we're going to go into our spine twist. So, our spine twist. We are going to do legs a little bit wider than shoulder width. We want a nice long spine. So again, if you need to sit on a towel or cushion, you can do. And so the other option is to flex the knees. The most important thing here is our rib cage is lifted up off of our pelvis. So ribcage up, nice long spine, as if the crown of the head is on a thread, pulling you up nice and tall. So my arms are extended out to the side, palms pressing forward. I gently flex the feet, and then saw exercise. We take a breath in, we turn to the right. As we exhale, we reach towards the outside of our little toes. We breathe in, we extend up. Exhale forward. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, extend up. Exhale. So as you turn, we can turn that back hand away to work into our shoulder stabilizers. Reach. Inhale, extend up. Exhale. Turn. Left hand away. Roll down, reach. Inhale, extend up. Exhale. So now, as you turn, keep equal weight in your sit bones, and we pulse. 3, 2, 1. Breathe and extend up. Exhale forward. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale, flex and reach. Pulse 1, 2, 3. Inhale, extend up. Exhale forward. Good. Let's do one more to each side. So we turn. You don't have to do the pulse if you don't want to. Keep equal weight in your sit bones. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. So again, working to rotate the muscles of the spine. We're adding that pulsing action, working to the fascia, the connective tissue that runs throughout the body. Relax the arms down. Should we take a release and roll to the shoulders? Flex the knees. Just going to take a little release and roll through my wrist, roll the shoulders. So we're going to come over onto all fours. And knees are beneath the hips, hands beneath the shoulders. And so we're going to start with our push-up prep. And so I'm going to start on knees, and I'm going to start with an option in between our repetitions is to sit back in a shell stretch. So the hands come wider than shoulder width, and knees beneath the hips. So we take a breath in to come down. It's 3 counts. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, press away. So we do 5 repetitions. Nice and strong. Elbows out wide. Keep your belly lifted. So this is our prep. Just to strengthen the chest, the shoulders. Breathe into one more. Breathe in. 2, 3. Exhale. We'll take a little step back. Shell stretch. One time. So the other option in between our push-ups, instead of coming back to a shell stretch, touch toes, lift knees, press up. And then we come forward. We're going to come back to our push-up. And so we can be all fours. And we'll take it a little bit further. Knees further back. And again, just relax the feet down. And again, we breathe in, 2, 3, exhale, press away. So all fours, soft part of the knees, or onto your toes. Breathe in, 2, 3, exhale, press away. 3 more. 3, then do 2 more. Breathe in, 2, 3, exhale, press away. And again. Now breathe in, push hips back to a down dog or a shell stretch. We're going to shift forward. Exhale. Again, find your option for your push-up. We're going to change hands and now directly beneath our shoulders. We're going to do 5 more repetitions, and I want us to target our triceps. And so to target the triceps, the elbows need to brush past the ribcage, and we need to really turn those elbows back. So the elbows are pointing back, and those biceps are pointing forward. So really corkscrew those arms in, and you'll notice I'm going to drop to my knees for this one because it's a difficult one to do. the tricep push up, and then we breathe in, 2, 3, exhale, press away. So as I come down, my elbows are brushing past my rib cage. And again, breathe in, 2, 3, exhale, press away. Eye gaze is looking to the floor. 2 more. Again, remember that option, knees beneath the hips. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, press away. When you've done your 5, we can sit back, shell stretch, or we can take a release into a down dog. You get a nice stretch down the back of the thigh. On your exhale, you're going to come back. You can all take a little sit back into a shell stretch. So taking your breath in, squeezing your belly, drawing your navel in. Taking a few breaths here, and whilst we're here, let's release and roll the lips. Roll the lips in, with the hands in I should say, and then circle out. And again, clapping in. Just keep lifting your belly, taking a little release. On the next out breath, let's reset the spine, rolling up, rolling the shoulders, and then I'm just going to bring myself onto my mat for a couple of seated stretches. And so I'm going to take myself into the mermaid stretch. This is a good stretch for hips, it's good for hip mobility, and also good for the upper body. So we come to a little 90-90 position with the legs. My hand by my hip. So if I say my legs are pointing to the right, I've got my right hand by my right hip. My left arm is going to extend up, breathing in, finding the length in the spine first. And then as I exhale, I'm going to lean into my right side and bending the right elbow to relax the shoulder away. My left sit bone stays anchored down to get that stretch running down the side of the body. Breathing in, reaching away. Exhale, release. And then we do on the other side. So you can hold on to your ankle. Breathe in, find the length first. Exhale, side bend. And release. Let's turn the knees. So, left hand to left hip. And I should have said on the other side, but remember, if you're not comfortable like this, you can extend the legs out. Or remember, something underneath the knees. So, left hand to left hip. Breathe in. Exhale, side bend. Bend the left elbow, tuck it in, breathe in, reach away. Sit bones anchored down as you exhale, release. Good, and extend the legs out. Just take a release through the forearms. So I'm going to extend the arms out and turn my palms up. I'm gently curling the fingers in, keeping the arms nice and long, taking the breath in as I exhale. Flex the wrists. Breathe in, exhale. So with all computer work, mobile phone, it's good to stretch out those wrist flexors and extensors. Exhale. And turn the palms down. Inhale, exhale. And the shoulders are relaxed. And let's take another release and roll through this, circling in and circling in. Okay. Release and roll the shoulders. And so we can bring ourselves up to standing however we find it easiest. Or we could try that challenge. Our legs across, twist back the forearms. And so we take a breath in. As we exhale, we bring ourselves up to standing. I might need to do a little adjustment with the camera. Good. So here's underneath the hips. Taking a breath in, we're going to flex the knees, extend, lift the heel, reach up. Exhale, release down. And again, couple more nice deep breaths. Exhale, release. And last one. Exhale, release down. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me. And thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment, drop me an email, Just Be Pilates. Okay, you can visit the website www.justbepilates.uk or email justinebesh@gmail.com. Thank you.